Yeah, tell that story. You just like, yeah, I met Bill Ackman. Then you just moved on. Like, what?
All right, so Bill Ackman, it was like, sorry.
You're good.
Bill Ackman is literally like, it was like a 4-second interaction that changed my whole life. It's the reason I'm like doing what I'm doing now.
You're good.
He came up, it was before COVID. Well, it was during COVID, but it was like before that crash happened. And he came on to CNBC saying like this Chinese flu or this coronavirus at the time. Was it called corona? Yeah, coronavirus at the time instead of COVID. He's like, if that gets over here, the market's fucked, like entirely. He kept saying that. And it was like on the TV, he was about to go interview with Jim Cramer because I worked right behind the CNBC set. And he was talking to a couple of us. I shook his hand. He's just like, he just feels like powerful. Like you could just like feel his power.
Like Bobby Axelrod.
Yeah. And I shook his hand. He's like saying something, like something came up on the TV. It said 2 cases confirmed in the United States.
Ooh.
And he looked at the screen and he's like, if that gets here, like if this gets here at all, more than like if this starts to outbreak here, the entire market's gonna crash. And then he walked on CNBC set. And I was like,
You just said it so casually.
so casually, because he was like saying he was shorting the market. He kept saying that he was gonna short the market over there. And
That's
I remember him
some alpha
saying
right there.
and then I kept remember him saying like to this guy Dilip Patel next to me. He was a trader next to me. He was like, buy every SPY put option you can. And then just walked away. And I was like, put option? What the fuck is that? I didn't know options. All I did was stocks. I did common stocks. I was in this trading.
So options aren't really a thing on the floor?
No, you don't trade options. There's an options division, but they're separate because you can't correlate them. So they're in different rooms. But when he said that, I was like, SPY put options? What is that? And like I said, I'm a broke-ass college kid. I come from a really poor town. I just get my job. I get a couple checks. I have like maybe $5,000 in my name, $4,000 in my name at this point working on Wall Street. And I remember putting $1,500 into SPY put options. And I bought like a couple months out.
Okay.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And they were like expires. I was like, I'll give myself some time, see what happens. I put it in there and started going like nuts. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I don't know what's going on. I'm about to lose my money and go crazy. And then 4 days later, the market crashes. And I'm like going through it at work. I'm like scared shitless, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't know what to do. I'm like stressed at work. I'm staying there until like 6 p.m. They're having meetings afterwards. Like if this happens again, like this is the standard procedures, whatever. I forgot I put that money in there. Completely forgot. And I look back and the market is literally almost to the bottom from that 3-week period. And I had those put options in there at $1,500. I opened my account. I almost shit my pants. I was like, how the fuck do I have $27,000?
What?
And I'm like a brand new college kid, like whatever. Like I don't have any money. I'm like, I just made $27,000 off of $1,500. And I was like,
Did you sell it right then?
got the fuck. I got out right away. And I think if I held it, if I remember correctly, if I kept holding that and I sold at the very bottom, I think it would have been like almost 120 grand.
Yeah.
Because it like continued to go up like crazy.
Can't even think about that.
I don't want to think about it because I was still so like pumped up. I didn't know that at the time. I
Yeah.
like, thought about it like a year later, but now I just have $27,000 in cash, and I'm like, what are options? Like, what the hell did I just do?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really know anything. I just did it on Robinhood, which is a shitty platform.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this short clip, check out the full interview here. And if you want to see more clips from this episode, check it out right here.